Hi there, and welcome to this week's Arbury at Home. All on my own again. Iona's back at school.
Hello, I'm sorry I can't be there today. I'm at school. Yay!
And that's it, so let's get cracking. So this week, the main course, we've got our thyme roasted chicken breast with wild mushroom risotto and tenderstem broccoli. And we're just going to start off with. So first thing I've done is we've used the water from the starter, brought it back to the boil, turned it to a simmer, and we popped the chicken breast still in the bag in the water and let it simmer for 15 minutes. We have our broccoli, stock for the risotto, the mushroom risotto, butter for your broccoli, some grated cheese for your risotto, butter for your risotto, and then parsley for your risotto. So we're just going to get started, alright? So I've had the chicken in for the last 15 minutes, so I'm just going to take it out. We'll take it out, and what we're going to do is put the stock on the heat in a small saucepan, and we're going to bring that to the boil. We have a frying pan on at the back. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil into the frying pan, turn that up high, turn that down, let's go. And all we want to do, take the bag, I'll put that there, you can see, and then we're just going to drain the chicken breast, like so. Then we need, where is it? Here we go. A little bit of kitchen paper. And all we want to do is just dry the skin. Okay? It's just not going to spit up so much when you go to fry it. So, our pan at the back is hot. Or should be. So we're just going to pop that in there. And all we want to do is roast the chicken in the back here. Skin side down till we get a nice golden brown colour. Now, meanwhile, we bring the rice, the stock to the boil. Pop the butter in that pan, ready for the broccoli. Turn it down, up. There we go. So, we bring the stock to the boil, and all we're going to do is drop our rice in. Okay? So the rice has been part cooked. It's sort of 3/4 ready. And all we want to do is bring that up to high heat. And we want to cook it for the next 2 minutes approximately to take to absorb most of that stock. And then I'll show you what to do after that bit. All we want to do, have a little check of your chicken. Nearly. Nearly there. Get a little plate. So we're going to do this all in real time, so you can see how quickly it is to do. So there we go. So we can see we get a nice golden roasted colour to the skin. We're just going to turn it over, give it 30 seconds and take it out. There we go. Take that out. and then turn that down. So here we go. So there's our chicken breast. So all we're going to do, take it out, and we're just going to let it rest for a couple of minutes. So rice is nearly there. So what we're looking for is quite a gloopy looking mixture, not maybe the nicest way to describe it. Okay, so we don't want to absorb all that stock. Then we're going to take our butter. Okay, quite generous on the butter. And we're just going to put that in there, and we want to mix it until the butter is completely melted and emulsified, so it's all together. Alright, we'll only take another 30 seconds. We're nearly there. Beautiful. Now, what we want to do now, so we've got all our butter melted in there. So we're going to take our cheese. You take your pan off the heat. It's very important now, we don't put it back on the heat. And then we're just going to mix the cheese in. Like so. And then we're going to add our chopped herbs. And mix that through. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to let it sit for a minute at least. Okay? And what that'll do is it just help everything absorb and come together and be lovely. So all I've done now, we popped the butter for the broccoli in a little pan, just going to melt that. We brought the pot of water that we did the chicken back to the boil, and then we're just going to drop the broccoli in. The broccoli is raw, but it's very, very quick to cook, so we've popped that in. It's going to take 1 minute just to cook through, and then we're nearly there. So our chicken. And then we're going to assemble in a second. It's a bit boring here without Iona, actually. I quite like it when she's here. She keeps me occupied. So after your minute, just going to slotted spoon, take your broccoli out, and then just season with a little bit of salt, and then we have that like that. Okay, perfect. Turn them off. So we're going to start off with, we've got our risotto, nice and creamy. I love it when it's a little bit creamy and nice. It's far nicer to eat. So we're just going to pop that into the middle of your plate. It should be runny. I was always taught that when you put a risotto on a plate and move it, it should have a wave. Okay? When you go places and they see it in rings, I cannot stand that. So we're going to take our chicken breast, just going to carve it into sort of 4 or 5 nice slices. And then we're just going to arrange that across the top. We're going to take our broccoli and then just pop them around the plate like so. And if you have any juices or anything from the chicken, just to scoop that over the top. And there we go. So we have our thyme roasted chicken breast, wild mushroom risotto and tender stem broccoli.